Hello, beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks and with a general overview. If you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and hit subscribe. That way we can continue to grow and shine together. We're going to start out with your coffee cup, then we're going to do a detailed tarot and see what else is showing up, reflecting. Sometimes I like to pull some cards about the things that I see inside the cup as well. Seems like within the first week there's an outside path opening and there's a package at the end of this path, because I see like maybe you are the one delivering the message, the package here. There's a home right there at the end of the pathway, and this is outside of your comfort zone, meaning maybe this is physical travel out of your state, out of your city, that place that you need to go to carry a message, or maybe this is someplace that, like, I see a man right there. Maybe he has like a braces, something around his neck. This can even be someone you're helping. Maybe this person is in the hospital. You're helping them to get back to their home. Maybe they are the package that you're actually delivering or carrying, or maybe you're helping them to get there. Another thing here is this can be, if you are in this kind of like a situation right now, seems like you're going to receive an unexpected outside help to actually get you to where you need to go safely. When I look inside of the cup, this kind of looks like a bird's beak. Another thing, like, it just reminds me of the fingers holding something, want to hold something. Maybe there's something super hot coming in. If you take this as a bird, it can symbolize, I have a lot of I keep finding these bird feathers when I'm taking my walks, daily walks every day. And so it can be an angelic message. It can be angels are watching you, sending you messages. Another thing here, a bird this is in your heart space. Maybe there is someone that you want to communicate. Seems like the head is big. The bird is a big bird. So it's the big bird from the Sesame Street. It kind of actually, maybe this is a person you want to connect and you are doubtful if this is going to click, if this is going to make sense, or you're going to get along with them. Seems like here, yes, it is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be big, grand, massive, and maybe the communication is going to be extremely fruitful. Can be in your heart space, if whatever is in your heart, if this is a material thing, this is love, whatever it is going to be fulfilling that. Okay, I even see here, there are two different things that I see, but I'm just going to point them out. First of all, I saw a fish hook that is actually catching a big fish, and fish represents money, wealth, abundant resources, and this is at the end of like the timeline, the 4th week here. But the thing is, first, the communication is going to come, and then you're going to be catching the fish. Then when I look at it and like a little deeper, I see a person right here, like handing over a gift to another person, maybe something that you need. It can also symbolize that as well, okay? If you don't have any projects right now, maybe you're not really going for catching a massive fish. You're not casting your fishing rod and to catch this fish. This can be also you are in need of something, and through the communication with this big bird, this joyful interaction, maybe you're connecting with someone who's really going to give you a hand because you're on a higher level. This person can be someone younger than you. I don't mean less experienced, but age-wise, maybe can be someone younger, okay? Let's get back to inside the cup to the beginning. It seems like the month is starting out very good because you're receiving some help, you're getting delivered something that you desire, or you're helping someone to receive something that they desire. And that will come back as, I see here, kind of looks like a koala bear. They are actually slow animals. They're in their own zone. I think they're eating eucalyptus leaves, and they are calm. They're living usually in the calm environment. So that delivery, that help, that's something. This can be even verbal communication that you connect with some people. You pick up the phone, call the cab, get the cab. It can be that simple. It doesn't have to be extremely complicated. That will give you some sort of peace, okay? And this can be the peace through maybe this is what you get paid to do. That will bring some more, or this can be like internal peace, that doing the right thing. Okay, that will go for a while, and then I see there's like you see the pieces keep continuing, but I also see here a horse head appearing. So without even realizing that, you might actually participate in a thing that will help you achieve your desire. Horses means wish fulfillment, your heart's desire. It's like a massive victory, and the horse is not slightly visible here, not 100% clear, but it's slightly visible. Feel like here, that step that you're taking, you're not going to be able to catch the events, how the things are going to be delivered to you, but at the end, you're going to realize, oh, that thing that I have done actually created this kind of like a butterfly effect, okay? I see here within the second week, there is a crowd right there. These people look like in all shadows, okay? So you might find yourself in an environment that you'll be talking to people, but they might feel like shadows. It might feel like an illusion to you. But this is an environment that you need to be in. Maybe you're going to get invited to a place that is going to feel like a dream, not in the sense of dream, like a vision, kind of like a dream. It's like maybe like a dream state that we don't remember much things. We cannot really see the clarity of things. Scorpio, you're highly intuitive. If this is like a hostile environment, you'll probably find your way out of it. But it doesn't seem like a hostile environment. It seems like something like there's clarity coming afterwards. Maybe there is a question mark you have about subject and family, a person, environment in your mind. When you step into that place, you're going to realize, oh, this is not what I want. And clarity is the best thing that we can have, because when we have clarity, then we can focus on what we truly want. Because the more you know what you don't want, the more clear it becomes what you do want. Okay, and I see here there's another pathway opening within the fourth week. This is not related to the help that you're getting. This is related to a woman right here. I see a letter S, maybe a P. Patricia, Selena. I feel like maybe there's a person that you're dealing with that's not really related to the situation, but you're going to find a way out of that, okay? Maybe you're going to put a distance between you and that person, or they're going to take their lead, they're going to go away. So you're going to relax on that front. When we get to the third week, I said like you're catching a big fish, because the fish is reeling here, the hook. You're seeing the fish coming and then catching it. Another thing, like I said, this person may be someone giving you a help that younger. Maybe you're feeling like, okay, this is a younger person. They don't really have experience. Either way, though, they have some things, material wealth or maybe even information that is really you need. Okay, I see a letter A on the fish that they're bringing with them. This can be someone, the name of their company. This can be a recruiter if you're looking for a new job that has experience, and they're handing that over to you and you're taking it. And then I see a beautiful small elephant right there. Elephant symbolizes long-term financial stability and security, but they grow like elephant gives birth in 2 years, I think 24 months. So it might take you a while. You're taking on the project, and it is a piece of a bigger thing coming in a smaller version to you. Maybe this is like a program that you're going to take on, a sales program, or something that you will receive a certificate and you're going to grow it yourself, okay? As a part of it. Like I'm thinking maybe energy healing can be that. It can be Reiki. Like those kind of things can actually, like you can open up your own practice and grow it gradually. It can indicate that. Or this can be like material thing, maybe sales or something else that you feel you are very talented at, okay? That will, when you get the proper maybe teaching information, you're going to actually bloom in that field. Another thing I see, I told you that first I saw the beak and then you're grabbing something, and that can be this thing that you're grabbing like very lightly at first, like maybe you're not trusting it. That's why you're grabbing with your two little fingers. And then when you realize, oh, this is very helpful, we have the Eight of Swords here. Let's see, grab another one. Oh, okay, when you can break from the mental challenges, you're going to actually make a lot of good money off of this thing. Maybe even like material satisfaction. Think of it sense of material satisfaction, because sometimes money cannot buy or the things that we desire. This is actually a Bashar. If you watch Bashar, he has an example to that. He says, one of you, like he says, the people coming to his thing, one of you hold 25 cents, the other one hold a penny. He says, like, okay, let's assume that there is a vending machine that one of you wants to get your favorite candy, but the machine only takes penny. Now, which one is more valuable? Okay, so I know this is like a very broad example, and we're living in an energetic, like a money-based world at this moment, very material. The thing is, though, I feel like here, this is actually detecting what you need more than how much you need is going to be important during this next 4 weeks, okay? Because then the amount of money that you will need is also going to get clarified, okay? I see here there are two people having a conversation. This looks like a mother. There's a child on the hill right there. The child has a house behind him. The mother is leaning very slowly, very gently, and maybe teaching something, asking for something. But this feminine character is in a power position. This can even be someone that you're working with, maybe on a higher position than you are. They need your help, but also they're willing to pay that help in return, okay? This can be within the second week happening. Someone's close to your heart, maybe someone that you get along well together, or maybe someone that you admire can be asking for help and you helping each other, okay, simultaneously, which is a good thing. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see there's a massive potential of like wealth here, okay? And maybe like the seeds that you're planting this month is going to have great potential to grow. But the thing is here, this is a slow process, okay? And there's another thing wants to come forward before that happens. So then when it comes, the other thing is going to flow easily. Another thing let me see what we have. I see a person right here. I don't know if like there's a bird person, maybe someone good with communication. Another thing I kind of saw, like I'm going to show you right away. There's actually a small chunk of money coming in the beginning of the month, it seems like. It looks like a peacock here. Peacock can be representative of someone likes to show themselves, their beauty. Kind of reminds me of a little bit Leo energy, even though peacock is a bird, it's like an air creature. It's not about the element, it's about nature. So this can be a Leo. Another thing here is maybe this is you overcoming your fear to be seen, to be actually, because when you're seen, you're open to compliments, yes? But you're open to criticizations or like negative comments as well. It's about handling them well. It's about opening yourself to both of them, because the criticism is important when it is constructive. If it's destructive, it's just, negative energy reflected onto you. It doesn't really have anything to do with you. So if it's constructive, it requires, maybe you need to consider it. But if it's not, it seems like here you are learning to handle it. When you do, the other thing is maybe this is also indicative of something that we have a dog right here. This is going to be loyal to you when you grow this thing. It requires you to be visible in your community, visible in your company, visible with the family, like take your word, stand up, give advice, or get things done. That might require that. That's why I said like there's a massive potential of wealth here. And first, maybe you need to get over the first challenge within this month, and then the second thing will follow, okay? Let's dive into your tarot now. We're going to look into the recent past, what has happened. Maybe this is going to reflect why you don't want to be visible at this time. Because sometimes visibility is not the best idea, not the best thing, because when people look for a scapegoat, they can just point their fingers at you. But you know what? The visible people, Britney Spears actually popped in my head, because she was scapegoated like that by the paparazzi and so media. She was doing so well with her life, and then she got married, but the things happened to her. So it can turn out like that. But if you can really control the situation, now I'm thinking who else we have today, like a famous controls the media very well. Taylor Swift, I think she is the queen of that. If you can control the situation like that, and recently I saw her saying that do not get, like, if I keep thinking everything everybody says about me, I cannot really do my job. She says exactly, and you're focused on that. You have a purpose, you have a vision, you have something to take care of, then it will be less harder, I think, you know. Let's go. Let's see what we have. Nine of Cups is a good energy here. It seems like you have already manifested an amazing thing, and that help you maybe go forward, go after other passions that you have. I look at this as a recent past, but this can also be representative of maybe in your life that you have manifested certain things that you desired already. It's not like a life filled with, I didn't receive anything I want yet, kind of an energy. It seems like there are some accomplishments that when you look back, you can see, and that fueled your passion, that gave you new ideas, okay? And clarity. Queen of Swords is clarity. That gave you clarity about what else you want more. Like I said, when you detect what you don't want, you get to know what you do want. But another thing here is when you detect what you want and you actually come to find out what else more you want to have. And there was an experience in the past that you had passion, you had logic, established what you truly want out of life, because one manifestation, one desire delivered to you made sure that these are the things I like to have more of. Let's see in the future, the present, what you're doing about that. We can take this as an advice or like a warning. We have here Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is an off-balance energy. Even though Two of Pentacles, we see that someone is shuffling two pentacles, but here, look, he's holding one too tightly, okay, a pentacle, and he's actually showing off one on top of his head, very visible, and disrespecting and stepping on two pentacles here, okay? One of them is on the ground, one of them is on his cloak, so he's basically, this one maybe he's holding on, but like he can maybe hide it with his cloak, but one of them is out in the open and getting stepped on. So consider these as the energies that you have, okay? Maybe you're giving some parts of your energy so freely, and which is the valuable part that can maybe bring you value back, money back, partners, friendships, all those things back, but you're giving it away to the people or the situations that is not really going to help you, okay? But the thing is, one of them is maybe something that you should be giving away, that you're holding too tightly. Giving away can also indicate that maybe this is something that doesn't serve you anymore as a belief system or a thinking pattern or an action that you do, you're holding too tightly. And there are two others here. Maybe you should be saving and putting on the side that you're stepping on them. Okay, maybe you don't see value in some of the things that you have. Like the one that you're giving too freely, but you're stepping on two of those two. This is coming as to become aware of these skills, of these attitudes, of these things, that material things maybe you have in your attic. You have a Fabergé egg that you don't even know that it exists there, but it just requires you to looking at it, like putting them, lining them up. Like I think it's the Eight of Pentacles energy. He lines them all up and looking at them, like really analyzing them and seeing what is actually what has value and can bring you more value. I have here Ace of Swords. When you do that, you will come up with an amazing idea. This idea can be also a new invention, something that will really elevate your situation. Another thing here, because there's like a blast right there, this is going to, even because it's aligning with the passion too, you're going to have fun with it, okay? It's not only going to be a logical idea you pursue, it is going to be something you're going to have a lot of fun with, which we have another sword energy here. When you come up with the idea, it is going to really come to life really fast, because you see this is the fastest horse with the Knight of Swords. This can even be you executing that idea immediately, very fast, in a logical way, organizing it, because this kind of creative things really happen extremely fast, efficient, creative ideas, you put them to work and it just starts to bring results really fast. And it seems like when you align that pentacles, like when you see the value in your pentacles and consider which one to give freely or which one to give in a way that actually going to come back to you and save the rest, when you align that energies, your result is going to be really fast. The future holds is financial security, guys. You're going to start planting the seeds coming from this thing is going to bring stability into your life. This can even mean in relationships, okay? If this is a relationship issue that you're dealing with, because we also have a relationship with money, even though we don't realize the pentacle is like the material things. It seems like when you start planting those seeds coming from the results coming from out of this endeavor, when you plant those seeds, it is going to grow very well. It's going to create future. Like you're going to be able to take the crops and plant it back and just keep growing, multiplying it. I have here Ace of Pentacles. This can even create some of the material desires that you want to have. This can be a new home, a new car, like results coming from there can actually help you reinvest it in. Maybe you want to go take like a course, educational thing, you want to go to school, or any other thing that you want to learn. You can go ahead and experience that. 5, this is like, people can see this as conflict, competition. I see this as a good thing because when you're doing something good, people try to copy what you do. So it can be that kind of like a competition might be even showing up for you, which can help you to realize that, okay, I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to put my energy into this kind of I don't need to defeat the competition. You're going to know, like, if 5, 6 follows each other, we have the 6 of Swords. You're going to focus on what you love to do, what you want to manifest or manifest it in the future, the material things that you want to get. And then you're going to move away from the competition. Maybe you already have this kind of conflict. This will give you the power to walk away from it. Okay, I like it that way. Yeah. It will give you the confidence. And I see that you see his star is in the lantern, with the hermit. You're going to be like minding your own business. You're not going to dive into other people's conflicts. So that material satisfaction is going to remove you out of this kind of like maybe dealing with family or the people at work. You're going to be like, okay, you do you. I don't need to have this conversation with you. I'll mind my own business, okay? And I'll grow myself. You're going to dive into that energy. Now I'm going to pull your spirit's message, and then we're going to pull an angel to assist you with a virtue this month. Let's see what your spirit wants you to know. Serenity, yes, beautiful. Sun, the pentacle is also shining like a sun. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. So I feel like here, yeah, that's going to be the future hold. You're going to be able to let go of the situations that maybe momentarily, the things that are conflicting for you coming into your life. You're gonna like grow shield for against it. So that can be your serenity. You're gonna feel calm, cool, collected when those things come, and our state of being actually what materializes in our life. So you're gonna be in that serene state of being. We have the Archangel Jophiel coming with joy. We have a dolphin right there. I feel like this is exactly looking like the pentacle, by the way. Can be string crystal. String crystal is the crystal of money. Like if you're watching any spiritual, like crystal people, girlies, and this is a string crystal. These are not very clean though. This is not very high quality, but anyways, they carry a beautiful, potent energy. So I feel like that's coming. This kind of ones are used for jewelry, I think. This next 4 weeks, you might be manifesting good wealth into your life. We have the pentacles too, or opportunities to bring more wealth. Okay. So, but the thing is though, the energy should be in the level of joy. Focus on the joy, focus what gives you joy. And the dolphins actually, they are good with communication. So express that joy outside, not just keep it inside, because it's multiplying when we express it verbally, maybe even physically. outside. Okay, the Archangel Jophiel, you can call upon him or her every time you need to feel the joy. You can remember that he'll be or she'll be assisting you to multiply it or maybe even share it, okay, with the others. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. And if you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.